They go play fake. Mahomes. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Chris Jones in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. Is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Gun. They'll look to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A really nice gain of 25 yards. To throw now on first down. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. They'll look to throw here on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're taking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Down in this one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have, As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Or look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors they have to look at to try and help out. But you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Flag down. This could set him back. Yeah, this is going to put him back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
And again this time to the tailback. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Now let's go. Blue landing. Leopard. Back line up, Philly. Here we go. Check the heartbeat.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this one all the way up to the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Here we go now.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A minute 57 to go in this first half. More from the desert after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to be run over, hit hard, as he'll be marked down at the 47-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Cardinals on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Working from the gun, Mahomes. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there just before halftime. 46 yards.
So let's go ahead and add to the difficulties of guys trying to cover receivers. They got to deal with speed, shiftiness, all that stuff. But how about when they have height and length and deep downfield? You throw the ball up in the air. That's how they uncover at the end of a route, by being able to go up over the top and make a big catch.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. On play action, they'll throw. Looking long for Thomas. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And now a first down following that long gain. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. Second and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get a second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier. Was bidding for a second. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it. They'll throw now on the final play. And that is incomplete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Myles Garrett in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. They'll drop the throw. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. He'll drop to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. The 30. 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. Suckup for the extra point. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. 3-4 defense, usually here you'll see the linebackers come up, make those plays, but the nose tackle also vital.
No, it's so vital because what you just pointed out, normally he eats up blockers that allows the linebackers to get to the ball.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
Partner, I know that ball security is preached like crazy, but every now and then you've got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback.
Because now if you're the offensive coordinator, what does it do if it was 3rd and 10 versus 3rd and much longer as it is now?
Yeah, it changes everything in terms of play calling and the pressure you might expect to face on the very next down. Had to throw the ball away and save the yardage. He didn't get it done.
And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we draw up. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
All right, now look at 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Now they try the right side here, and they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Mahomes to throw on second down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position, now facing third down. Now here's Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. They'll look to throw now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Robert Kindici in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Back out of that belly. Here we go. Hurry up. Here we go. Boom. Gone. Switch.
They'll set up to throw. And Thomas has it. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Now back to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Washington's got it. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. And now here's a carry heading left. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The Chiefs on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 19. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Now a handoff looking right. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Going down the middle, and it's complete. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Oh, design run for their wideout. Room here to run. And he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. A good positive play there, 9 yards, but still 3rd and long. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The Cardinals on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 11. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Read it well, and it's picked. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better pick that. He's into the clear. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there with their 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Cardinals turning that interception into a touchdown. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Elliott now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back near the 34-yard line. The Chiefs on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. Now they'll run it on the toss. He loses 5 full yards to bring up 4th.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Sean Robinson in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. And they give this time to the tailback. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time. And that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And now the offense operates in the red zone. Now a handoff here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Now a handoff, running off tackle right. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And Elliott puts this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. Time for a break. This one all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And that'll set them back 5. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He gets it to Thomas. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through it. Looks to be right around the 40. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another first down. Back to throw now on first down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Thornton. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Again, he'll drop to throw. Complete to Washington. And out of bounds all the way down at the 2-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. It's been all passing all the time on this drive. 5 for 5, and now 1st and goal.
Feels like a case of until they stop us, we might as well keep running the offense that we like to run. Don't change up and do something different just because you think you need to.
Shift together here from the D-line. He'll look to throw. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's 2nd down.
They always say that real estate is about location. Well, guess what? When it's a slant route, the quick ones, timing, timing, timing. Got to be able to lead your man with the football.
And the timing off right there. Threw it behind him. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll look to throw again. And that's caught by Thomas for a Kansas City touchdown. Michael Thomas, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. Back to throw again. And it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And the Cardinals have got it. So that should just about put an end to this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Mahomes going to throw it here. His throw incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. The Cardinals on third down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and a mile. Working from the gun. Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep over the... It's caught inside the 25. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Well, I'm sure he likes his performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the 4th quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see, and other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
2nd down here after the incomplete pass. Mahomes to throw once more. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. The swing pass caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Cardinals, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Cardinals as we say so long from Glendale.